Vincent, yes. Good morning. Good morning. Yes.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Yes, I'm well. How are you?
Good, thanks. I've been filling out that form for the label, the label therapy. But it's taking me ages. So I can get that to you later in the week, if that's okay. I mean, I've got up to about 83 labels written so far, and I'll just keep going through. Does that include all the things in the pantry as well?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. It wasn't the intent. It wasn't the intent to.
Oh.
No, it wasn't the intent to venture into the kitchen. It was kind of sort of living in bedroom. That was the intent.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. I spent half the day going through the pantry, listing all the labels. Maggi, chicken cubes.
Yeah. But listen, that's by the by, that's not wasted effort, because it's good to know what you got.
Oh yeah. A lot of things out of date, actually.
Yeah, throw them out.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get ants and weevils. You just got to deal with that stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Well, yes, it's been a good exercise. Anyway, so I'll finish that list and get it to you.
Thank you.
Hopefully that'll be a good insight into progress.
Yes. Good.
I guess the thing that I wanted to bring up today before we started was I've been doing a bit of future planning with my partner.
Yes. And
we were wondering when you were graduating from your psychiatry course.
Well, it's again, so it's not psychiatry. Psychiatry is a field of medicine, which I'm not. So what I'm trying to graduate from eventually at some point in the future is psychotherapy.
Yes, psychotherapy.
Psychotherapy,
sorry.
And and your friend Nino, was it Nino?
Lino.
Yeah. So therapy is you just put an adjunctive noun in front of it. Therapy is therapy. It's just a form of remediation, really.
Right.
Physiotherapy, psychotherapy. It's just therapy.
So is there like a date? Is there any kind of date we can put? Like, is it like 225, 226? Just because we're trying to future plan.
Yes. No. We should. Let's make it. I don't know. For the purposes of the app, let's make it 2030. Let's kick it into the long grass, shall we?
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good to know, because we're sort of looking at budgeting, in the future,
and it gives it gives you like it lets you play long on the odds with your futures, which is great.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. That's what we're thinking. We're playing the long game.
That's it.
Although we could short. We want to try to short.
Well, you don't want to shorten these odds. No, definitely not.
No. Okay, 330. That's good. That's good to know. Okay. Thank you. You've answered my two questions.
Good. Well, we should start the session proper, and again, no harm, no self-harm, and as
no
always.
No harm, no self-harm. I did want to. The other thing I should mention, I did have an anxiety attack.
Oh.
And that was whilst I was compiling the list for the labelist therapy.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just sort of, when I was sorting through the pasta, actually, and I was writing down the names, I was Barilla and, and I'm just going through all the names, and I just sort of got this overwhelming feeling of, I don't know, panic.
Yes, and look, do you know what? I looked over my notes after the last session, and after I had introduced, what I said to you was it was a very it's quite a radical technique, and it's something that I looking back on it was. And I deeply, deeply regret having introduced that because it's something that I just don't think you were ready for, and I should not. And also, I was not ready for that as well. And so the whole thing, I look back on that and I think it was a terrible, terrible mistake. And here you are.
Too early.
Well, look, too early, too soon, too young. Yes, and so I was looking forward to speaking to you again, and I was hoping that you hadn't, but you've now said you had, oh goodness, so what I wanted to do today is just to kind of try and recover in some way from that mistake.
Okay, well, I sort of do have blinding flashes of like spaghetti, spaghettoni, rigatoni, like all the sort of types of pasta keep flashing in my head. It's the labels.
There's a lot of Tonys there. Yes.
So yes, it was too much. It's too much.
So
too much to comprehend.
There was a lot, and all I can do is apologise. Look, I'm learning, I'm developing, I'm evolving, and that's all I can say. But since we last spoke, I went to well, it wasn't it was a weekender. It wasn't a psychotherapy course. It was more of a yoga retreat. There was a bit of nudism involved as well, which was really cool. But there was a little bit of kind of exposure to some new ideas, which I thought was really interesting. And there is a new very, very progressive experimental modality, which I actually think could serve us well, given what's just happened.
Is it yoga based? Because I don't do yoga.
No. The yoga stuff is just, that's just just a bit of stretching here and there. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And what does it entail?
Well, so what I was introduced to, and I have taken some time to research it, and I've really started to really get my head around it, and I feel that it's got legs, so to speak. And this modality of psychotherapy is known as the ventriloquistic modality.
Oh, yes. I remember a session we had where I was really questioning, puppets and puppet master. Who's the puppet master?
Well, no.
Is this a build of that?
Well, look, you're kind of inching in the right direction, but it's so much more than that. So much more.
Right. No, so what does it mean for me?
Well, so what it is, and it can take shape in two different ways, and both have relevance and resonance. And it only makes sense when the client and the therapist have a deep understanding of each other, which I feel that we do. We've known each other for a long time. We've been doing this for a year or so, I think. So you know, there's a degree of resonance there. So that's very important. It's generally best done while physically present. But we don't want to have all that sort of physical contact, which normally involves, you know, shoving things. Oh, no, we don't want to go there. But the point is.
Yes.
The point is that the client being empowered will take the role of both the client and the therapist.
Right.
So
okay.
So we just have a go now. So you could and you could try in different voices. It doesn't matter. It's not a thing. But you could sort of we can try in the short time we have left. You could just try, and we could try it out in the next session. Just try doing, you know, how you would like, and it's a form of projection, and it's healthy. Something we can, you know, review and examine and talk about, but you could project. You could, you know, do, you know, sort of, you know, you do you, and you can do me, and you can sort of say, well, you know, this is how you would like the session to develop. Yes.
Okay. So do I go first, or do you go first?
No, please. So you are, as of now, you are both the client and the therapist.
And the therapist.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, yes. All right. Well, thanks, Michael. I'm really happy with the progress we're making. That's okay, Vincent. And you know, it could be free of charge until 2030. Thank you, Michael. That would be really good. Is that right? Is that right?
Well, no. Look. There's no right or wrong. That's the point.
Well, I like doing that.
Okay. Well, we'll keep going then. Yeah.
Michael, do you think that I'm progressing? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You have made a lot of progress. Perhaps one of the most progressive clients I've ever had. Oh, thank you, Michael. Is that good?
Wonderful. That's yeah. That brings tears to my eyes. It does.
Well, I like this. It's kind of, but like who? I mean, in this kind of mode, who pays and? I don't understand that.
Well, the question is, do you find this empowering?
Well, yes. I kind of do. I just wonder, you know, what does that do to the whole fiscal setup?
Yes, well, the fiscality is something we'll need to sort out, but I'll make some adjustments in the app, and that'll be sorted. But our time is up, so we will come back to this. But please do, please do.
Okay. Should I continue in this?
I think we should. And next session, you know, I could be both the client and the therapist. That could work.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd like to hear that.
Yes,
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Well, listen, cheerio. Take care, please.
Okay, thanks, Michael.
Goodbye.